Good day, viewers. It's Echo It again. Please like, subscribe, and share. So we are going to dive in quickly into the designing of the program, the command line interface, using command line interface. So like I described before, the program, we're going to be using Python to build the program. So the first thing I did, or the first thing we're going to be doing, is to create a directory, create a folder. If you're using any text editor, using Visual Studio, using Atom bracket, you can also do that there. You can create your folder inside the directory. So I'm using my terminal, so I'm going to make directory, I'm going to call it dictionary. Okay, that directory is there already. The directory has been created already, so I'm going to cd into dictionary. So I'm inside there, so nothing is inside the dictionary. I just ls, nothing is inside. So if I clear, okay, all right. So the next thing we are going to do, what I did rather, is to make research online. I made research online. I downloaded a JSON file, data.json. It contains the words and their meaning. It's just like Python dictionary that contains keys and values. So I'm going to copy that into my folder. So I'm going to copy from the root directory, English data. So I'm going to copy it into my newly created directory, dictionary. Yeah, so that was successful. So if I ls now, you can see my data.json successfully copied. So I can open it. Let me open data.json. Data.json open is a very big file, so it will take to be time to open. So you can see it's just like Python dictionary, opening curly brace, then it comes with key and value. So pair of key and value. So let's close that. Now, so since we have our file already, what we're going to do is to open this file, then have access to what we have inside the file. Before we write our code, let me demonstrate that with my Python command line interface. So if I open Python 3 opened. So the first thing we are going to do, let's import JSON. If we import JSON, oh, successful. Then I will create a variable. Let me call it data. So JSON.load. Then I'm going to open that file here. Remember how to open file. If you can't remember, you can check our previous video to learn how to open and close a file. So if I open this, the name of the file, remember, is data.json. So you can add an argument to read, can add read or write, but we don't need that now. We can leave that as default. So if we open this, good, it's successful. There is no error. So this is open now. So we now have our data. If we call our data, you can see it is also printed out here on the command line interface. Oh, that's a very big file. So it's printed as a dictionary. You can see the closing comes with keys and values. So we are going to be using this to create a dictionary. Let me quit the command line interface. Quit. Okay, clear the screen. So we are going to create a file now. So I'm using Vim, VI. I want to use Nano. Very good. So VI. So what should we call it? VI. Let's call it English meaning. So it's a Python file. The extension should be .py. So this is the file. So remember, the first thing we did is to import. Oh, sorry for that. To start typing. So you import JSON, JavaScript object notation. So that is imported already. So next we are going to create a variable data, and we're going to store the file inside that data. You can call it any other name. So JSON.load is a method. So we want to use it to open, and then the name of the file is data.json. Then there's no need for any other attributes. Okay, that is done. So we have successfully stored the opened the file here, so it's saved inside this variable. So now, um, since we want to run our program in the command line interface, so I'm going to be using while loop so that the program will continue to run until we close it. So I will use while, so while true, so what should happen? Remember to write while loop in Python. So while true, I'm going to create a function. So I will call the function, maybe I'll call it meaning. So the function meaning, so the function will take a parameter, let me call it word. So the function, so inside the function, what's going to happen? So remember I opened this. So inside the function, I want it to return the data. Okay, make that professional. So we want it to return data of word that will be put inside. Data of word that will be put inside. It's as simple as that. So this is a function called meaning. It returns data of word. Okay, so let me get out of the still inside the loop. I'm going to call the function. So for me to call the function, I need to take user input. So let me call it, create a variable, call it user word, and I'm going to be using input. So input, let me say enter or search for a word like we did before. Search for a word, colon. Okay, that will be a prompt. Okay, so then I'm going to be printing this out. So I'm going to call the function print out. So print out, I will call the function meaning, and inside the meaning I'm putting user word. So I believe you understand this very well. This is the function inside while loop. The while loop makes sure that the program continues to run. So the function is to return data of word. So we have the user input, that the user word input is used for that, to collect the data from the user. Then we have to print out meaning, the function. We call the function here with an argument. So we have user word as an argument, the input here. So it will be printed out as the result. So I think that's simple. Let's test the program. Let's close that and test the program. So escape, close, clear the screen. So I'm going to be running that using Python 3. Remember what we saved the file as. Let's check again. ls. The file is English mean. So we have Python 3 English mean. So if we run it, yeah, run it. So you can see search for a word. So let me search for a word. I say calculus. Wow. So there is an error. The object is not callable. So we can correct that. That's line 9, line 6. Line 6. So let's go back and check what's that. So let me vi. So we used brackets. It's just like we want to search for the key. So we are supposed to use square bracket. Okay, I think that should work perfectly well now. So if we run that, very good, it's running. Let's search for a word, calculus. Yes, so the meaning is that it's a central branch of mathematics which relies critically on the concept of limit. Right? So what about if I search? So it's working perfectly now. We can search out the meaning. So what about if I search any other word that is not here? What's going to happen? To bring out error. key error. So but we don't want this to be displayed, since this is not in that data, is not an English word. So it's supposed to display something. Maybe it should tell us that, oh, the word is not available, the word is not known, not bringing this error to the user. So that's what we're going to be doing in our next video. Just make sure you practice this. Learning coding is not by watching me code alone. So you have to code it yourself. If you want to learn how to drive, you don't watch someone drive, you do it yourself. So practice what we have done today. So in our next video, I'm going to be showing you how to do this, and if you can do that, just do it. Then you can put it on the comment box. So remember to like and subscribe. Okay, thank you.